We are on part 3 of our notes. So part 3 is reflections. So it should be this little page here when you fold it. For reflections, it is really quick. So it's gonna be actually a fairly quick set of notes that we take right now. So let's go ahead and dive in. With reflections, we're going to be paying attention to negatives. So up first here, we have reflection about the x-axis. Reflection about the x-axis means that you have a negative outside of your function or your function transformation. There is a negative. Okay, that's what that means. So you're going to be reflecting about the x-axis. The reason why you're reflecting about the x-axis is because you are changing your y's. Okay, you're changing your y's. If I'm changing my y values, the signs of my y values, that means that my y values are going from top to bottom or bottom to top. So that is why it's over the x-axis. Does that make sense? Okay. When you are reflecting about the y-axis, that means that your negative is inside with the x. Okay. Your negative is inside with the x. So it's going to be a reflection about the y-axis. And you're reflecting about the y-axis because you are making changes, changing your x's. When I'm changing my x's, that's going to cause me to flip from left to right or right to left, which means I'm reflecting over the y-axis. Okay. If you look here, notice that the A and the B have no factor, right? Your A and your B transformation rules have no factor on your reflection. Okay. The A and B are going to happen first, and then the reflection will come into place. Does that make sense? The A and B, your compression and your shrink, your stretch, have no bearing on the negatives. They're their own two separate transformations. All right, so let's do this fairly quickly. So up first here, we have our function that we've been using, our piecewise function. And these are the points that we've been using to help us visually see the transformation. So here we have negative f of x. And my negative is on the outside. Because my negative is on the outside, this is going to change my y, my output. So what does that mean? That means that my x's are staying the same. I'm not doing anything to the x's as of right now. They're staying the same. And to all of my current y values, which are right here, so these are my current y's, they're now going to be multiplied by -1. They're going to be multiplied by -1. Multiplying anything by -1 just essentially means you're changing the signs, correct? All I'm doing is changing the sign. 0 has no sign, so 0 is going to stay 0. -5 becomes 5. +5 becomes -5. +3 becomes -3. +1 becomes -1. +2 becomes -2. -3 becomes +3. Okay? So that's what's happening from a table perspective. From a graph perspective, what's happening is you're literally reflecting across the x-axis. So I'm at 0. I can't reflect because I'm at 0, right? However, when I'm down here at -5, -5 is now going to become +5. Does that make sense? So -5 is up here now. Again, 0 is going to stay 0. And then I'm up at +5. So +5 is now going to become a -5. Here I'm at +3. +3 is going to become a -3. Here I'm at +1. +1 is going to become a -1. Here I'm at positive 2. Positive 2 is going to become a negative 2. And here I'm at negative 3 is going to become a positive 3 because I'm reflecting across the x-axis. And then I'm going to do my very best to connect those points. Oh, that got a little curve on it. Couldn't even pretend. Come back. Maybe come back. Do you see the symmetry with the x-axis? Is that doable? Why, yes, it is. Guess whose turn it is now? It's X's turn. Okay? How do I know besides just using? There we go. The negative is with the X, right? So now we're changing X. So this time I am leaving my lysolute and all of my X's are changing. So this means that I'm multiplying negative 1 times all of my X's. So that's going to give me 5, 3, 1, 0, negative 1, negative 3, negative 5. If you need to see what your ordered pair would be because it bothers you that they're not next to each other, you can write it as an ordered pair. So my new place will be 5, 0. I'm now going to be at 3, negative 5, and dot, 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 right? So I'm going to go. And again, when I'm at the table, it's pretty straightforward. When I'm at the graph, I'm saying you, my friend, are now reflecting across, correct? You, my friend, are hopping across. You, my friend, are and the sound effects help. Bam. Then you're done. Let's get to doing it. Again, the hope is that you do not need me to plot points because you can plot points too. I didn't go over far enough. That's just terrible. That was real bad. Try that again. That's better. Okay. How do you feel about graphing in reflections? Easy peasy. Lemon squeeze.